The crane hour meter that is used currently on our Dominators in the past was, the way it was activated is when you hit crane power, your hour meter was turned on. Wasn't giving us a true read of crane hours electronically. With manual controls, the crane hour meter doesn't turn on. With the electronic controls we have incorporated, two things have to happen. You have to turn the transmitter on and have a link with the receiver. You also have to pull the trigger. Once the trigger is pulled, the crane hour meter output is turned on, and it will stay on as long as that trigger is pulled, or you hit a function. Once this times out, then your crane hour meter will shut off, this giving you a closer read of your actual crane hours electronically. The trigger, this is a dead man switch for operation. It must be pulled first before you're allowed to have joystick or proportional control. One thing with this is you have to pull the trigger to start. However, if you wait 10 seconds and do not operate any of the joystick functions, it will time out. What that means is it will require you to release the trigger and pull it again, then you may go and control your crane. The other thing is, with the timeout, is there's a 15-minute timeout. If there is no operation but the transmitter is left on, after 15 minutes it will shut down. If you are running your compressor and the transmitter times out, it will stay on during that time, even if this times out. So you don't have to worry about the air compressor shutting off when you set this down. The other thing is the receiver itself. Again, in the past, to do a handshake or a link between the transmitter and the receiver, you had to go through several button functions on the transmitter, and then you had to open up the receiver, push a button, hold it for a certain amount of time, make sure there's a link, close it back up. What that was doing is taking away from the integrity of the seal every time you did that, and possibly causing damage, or possibly the board would go up against the metal mast and there would be a short. With this new series and this new radio, there is no reason whatsoever for the customer, the end user, to go into this box. Everything is done externally. No reason to go into it anymore. Well, we're talking about the Series 2. With the Omnex radios, we had a radio elimination cable. You'll notice we have the same connector here. When I say the same, it is the same. You can take, if you've got a 2006 radio elimination cable and you want to use it on the Series 3, you can. Same connector on here and the body. Everything's the same. It'll work just fine. Let's say you're going into a mine or an area where RF is not allowed. That ends our presentation for today. I hope it was informative and helps you with your new crane. In the future, if you have any questions pertaining to the new series, please give our technical support a call here at IMT. Thank you for your attention.